Hey, how's it going? It's been a minute since I have basically posted on my YouTube channel. This is your girl Jasmine coming to you with another video here. And I'm basically stepping outside doing something totally different here. I went ahead and went through the application process and, did everything on my end that I had to do and sent it in. So I will basically be a notary public in Mississippi. It was what I'm trying to get out and say. You know how I get tongue twisted basically. So pretty much, doing that step for you guys basically, right? If you need it. And yes, we'll get more into the fees that I will charge, of course. So make sure that you check out the description below for any opportunities or anything like that. You can always reach me on Facebook as well. So I'm going to get right into it. For tips for beginners, this is information that I have researched, looked over, and watched videos as well too. So always do your due diligence and do your research as well, okay? Definitely do that. So let's get right into it, right? So basically it varies for different states. I do have some notes here, so I might be looking down. So it varies for different states on how much you can charge for each notary stamp. Now for Mississippi, you can charge $5 per notary stamp. Not $5 for each paper, but $5 for each stamp that you do. Like say for example, if the customer has 5 pieces of paper, but the 5th paper needs your notary stamp, then you would charge $5. But like I said, each state is different for the notary stamps. For Mississippi, it's $5. So with that, now, when let's say for instance, you're basically going to charge for miles, charge for gas and time, you definitely need to know your price. When a customer calls you and wants to set up an appointment, just know your price on how much you would charge for your mileage, your gas, and your time. And let them know how much it costs for each notary stamp. Definitely know your price. Another thing as well, when someone gives you a call, know how to talk professionally to that customer. Say, hello, how are you doing? This is Jasmine. How may I assist you today? You could say something like that, or just say, hello, this is Jasmine, or, whatever. Basically, just know how to talk to the person when they're calling you to pretty much set up an appointment or set something up to get that notary stamp done. Also, if you have to write things down, you can write it in the calendar that you have booked this appointment with such and such. And that way you can keep up with everything, or go to Dollar Tree and grab you a calendar or some sort, or a notepad, so that you can keep up with pretty much everything that you do with your notaries. Also, another thing as well, learn your area. Learn your area. Like if you go into a customer's house, know that area before you actually get in the car and go to the customer's house. Make sure that you receive their address, look their address up, know how far it is, Google that area, and just basically learn about it. Learn about your area before you actually go to the customer, so you can know exactly what you're basically getting yourself into. Learn your area by bits and pieces as you pretty much go. Definitely do that. Also, if it comes to where the customer might have you to print something out before you basically go and see the customer, also let them know about printing fees. It could be that you might charge, $2.50 for, a certain amount of prints, or it just all depends. So let them know if you have to print something out for the customer, let them know your printing fees. Or if you don't want to do that, just say, hey, I'll do it for you, because you're already spending money with me for my mileage, gas, and time, and each notary stamp. So definitely let them know that. Okay, now if you do something as in, doing something for free on the holidays, or basically letting people say this is, such and such for the holidays. I'm doing this only for a certain amount of time. You can let people know that ahead of time that you might be just doing notary stamps for basically free for the holidays, and it's going to last from here to here. So let them know that. Also, your time frame. Your time frame meaning that your time can be set from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or it can be 11 to 6 p.m. So it just let people know your time frame, especially if you're working part-time or full-time. Still let people know that your time frame, especially if you do something on the weekends. Also let them know your time frame. For me personally, I wouldn't do anything after a certain amount of time, especially when it gets dark. That just for safety reasons. So I would say, do a certain amount of time before it gets dark, especially, when it comes to the weekends or whatnot. Just do a certain amount of time. Also, you can probably give out discounts or something like that, especially to senior citizens. You can say, this is how much I charge, but I'm giving you $10 off or $5 off. So you can do discounts for senior citizens. You can do discounts on a certain, it could be holidays. You can do discounts or whatever it may be. Let your people know ahead of time what you're basically doing, how much you're charging, and discounts, and so on and so forth. Also, another thing here that I basically was looking over as well too, this can pretty much change. So basically your stuff can be subject to change. This is just an idea of what you can basically charge, what you can pretty much charge, just an idea. Like say for instance, you are traveling to a customer's home and you're doing 5 miles or less or something like that. You can probably charge maybe $15 or $30, just all depends. If you're doing 5 to 10 miles, you can charge either $15 or $35. If you're doing 10 to 20 miles, you can charge either $40 or $25. Just something to pretty much get an idea of what you can basically charge. If you're doing 20 to 30, you can do $25 or $45. If you're doing 30 to 40, you can do $60 or you can do $25. You have to basically set your own price and know exactly what you're going to actually charge the customer. So like I said, gas, time, and mileage, it all depends on you and what you basically set. And for you, you have to let the customer know ahead of time that it could be subject to change. So, it just basically all depends on how that you want to pretty much run that and actually do that. So just to pretty much recap what we basically, went over. I talked about miles, gas, and time, how much you want to charge. I actually talked about for my area in Mississippi, we can only charge $5 per notary stamp. It all depends on what state that you're basically in. Also, know your price, how to talk to the customer, get a calendar if needed, learn your area before you go to the customer. Printing fees, if you have something to print out for the customer and they ask you. Holidays, if you want to do, I'm charging absolutely nothing on a holiday, you can do that. Your time frame, if you set something from 9 to 5. Me personally, I'm not going out at nighttime. Safety reasons. Discounts, you can do discounts, senior discounts, or discounts just in general. Say I'm giving $10 off of this or $5 off of that. Basically went on what you can charge as mileage. It can change. It can be subject to change. So basically I have one of those little tips and those little things there basically for beginners as a notary. So of course, always, definitely do your due diligence and research. Take notes. And of course, contact me below through Facebook if you would like. Check out the description below if you want to join me in any opportunity or anything like that and be able to learn how to make a little extra money. So let's get it. This is your girl Jasmine. Make sure that you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share if you would like to. It doesn't hurt. And catch me in the next video, of course, my latest video, latest, greatest, best video. Yeah. Talk to you guys later.